as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
16 yards, a first down. Back to throw. Proctor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19 Tiger.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun, Proctor. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Looking to throw. Proctor, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Barons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Gardner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Gardner. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Blues are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing to start the drive. Proctor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just like that.
Back to throw. Proctor. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down. Proctor. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Proctor. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Operating from the gun. Proctor. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Proctor. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Proctor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Back to throw. Proctor. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Proctor. This will be caught at the 2. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Barons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.